Hey everyone. So there's a trade that I haven't talked about yet. It wasn't a huge deal, but it is a meaningful deal, and it was between Buffalo and Pittsburgh. Buffalo traded a conditional fourth round pick to the Penguins for Conor Sheary and Matt Hunwick. Now, when you look at this straight up, this is a very lopsided deal. And very one-sided. Buffalo's only giving up a fourth round pick, a conditional fourth round pick, and they're getting Sheary and Hunwick, two players. It looks a little lopsided on paper, but this was a salary dump for Pittsburgh. They were just trying to move these players and get them out of there to clear up cap space for something that I'm going to talk about in my next video. They're going to be signing Jack Johnson. So they needed to make salary cap space. They needed money. So they got rid of Hunwick, who is really a seventh defenseman. He's a serviceable defenseman, but he's nothing spectacular. Sheary is a guy who he's worth something. He's a young forward. He's a pretty good goal scorer, really fast, great skater. Sheary is not just a dump away guy, but in Pittsburgh, where they've got the likes of Jake Gensel, Brian Rust, Carl Hagelin, plenty of other wingers like that who can score goals and can skate. One of them had to go because they had to drop salary somewhere, so Sheary was the odd man out. So he's on his way to Buffalo, along with Hunwick, and Pittsburgh obviously didn't need a ton in return. They just want to get their salaries moved on. They got a conditional fourth round pick. That doesn't really mean anything. The big win is having enough cap space now to sign Jack Johnson, which should help Pittsburgh's defense. And I'll do the Johnson video right after this next. So this trade happened, and it's just a salary dump for Pittsburgh. Buffalo, this actually is a decent deal for Buffalo. So they give up a fourth round pick. That pretty much means nothing. Conor Sheary is a decent scoring winger, a young scoring winger. He could really help Buffalo, I think. If he's a 20 goal scorer next year, that really helps Buffalo. And also Matt Hunwick, defensive depth has been an issue for Buffalo. They've been playing. I mean, there were times last year where they had players in the on the roster playing in NHL games that didn't belong anywhere near the NHL, that were pure AHL level defensemen, but they were playing in Buffalo because of injuries and their lack of depth on the back end. Hunwick is no star. He at this point is a 6th or 7th NHL defenseman, probably more of a 7th. But in a team like Buffalo, where you really lack defensive depth, a guy like Hunwick can be really valuable because when someone gets hurt, he can come in, play 25 games, and be solid enough on the back end. He's not going to put up points or anything, at least not a lot, but he can be solid enough on the back end to where an injury isn't costing you games. So, I really like this deal for Buffalo a lot, and it obviously works out for Pittsburgh too, who needed to dump these two salaries. So, good deal all around. On paper, Buffalo is obviously the winner, but it was more of a money deal for the Penguins, not a player deal. So, that's what I think, and I will do the video right after this one on why Pittsburgh needed to dump these two salaries. So, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media, check out offthewallhockey.com. All those links in the description below. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Keep those subscribers coming in. Really is awesome to see this channel grow. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you all soon.